Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to another Real Madrid review. Real Madrid 2, Rayo Vallecano 1. Real Madrid win. Not the best win, not the most pretty win. A win is a win, I suppose you can say. Uh, it is what I predicted in terms of the correct scoreline. I did predict 2-1 in my preview. Not that hard to actually guess because the way this team is playing, you're gonna get wins against most teams, but still you don't really expect it to be, anything crazy when it comes to winning, 4 or 5-0. You're not gonna get that. And the truth is, it's really not whether it's Carlo Ancelotti in charge. It's not whether it's Xabi Alonso in charge. It's not whether it's Alvaro Arbeloa in charge. You can get Mourinho back. You can get Pep Guardiola in. You can get some of the finest, best coaches, managers in world football right now into this football club, and nothing will change. Because I don't believe that a squad with this amount of quality and talent can throw away wins just like that. It's not a lack of quality, it's not a lack of talent, it's a lack of balance. And the word balance has to be added into the Real Madrid dictionary at this point because the amount of times we've talked about the word balance, it's crazy. It's crazy, right? The midfield needs balance, the defense, you definitely need someone who can stay fit. And right now we just don't really have that, right? So I'm just looking at this team, no optimism, no faith. I don't know where you get optimism and faith, by the way, because this team lost to Benfica after 3 good games, winning. This team went on a 2.5 month drought after a great start in life under Xabi Alonso. Can't get my words out, and that was the closest we had to actually playing well and having a good spell from match day 1 up until that Valencia game. And then after the Liverpool game away, it was terrible. And last season was terrible. And the last time we had a good spell was the season before that, so 2 seasons ago. So where do you get optimism from? I don't I don't know where, I don't know how. I don't believe in, oh, let's believe Arbeloa is gonna win the Champions League, because it's not gonna happen. And if it does happen, and the players produce a remontada, and the players write all of us, prove us wrong, sorry, and write off the, you know, doubts that us as fans have for them, fair enough. I will apologize. I will hold my hands up and I'll say, you know what, fair play. But until then, I'm just not going to come on here and say, yeah, we're gonna win the Champions League, we're gonna win La Liga, because have you seen how Real Madrid are playing? Even against Rayo Vallecano, with all due respect, Rayo Vallecano are 16th. They are literally 1 point off relegation. They are a side struggling. Now, I don't think they'll get relegated, but they are in the mix. And what does it tell you? They have not been playing well this season. As a whole, this season, they haven't been up to their standards. Right? They are top 6, top 7, top 8, in my opinion. And I think they have Europe as well. European football, which probably is why they have been struggling. Do they play Europe? I'm sure they did, didn't they? They did not, right? Was it the Rayo? Anyways, I must have gotten them confused with another Spanish team. Did I confuse them with Real Betis? Must have done. Um, where did they finish last season? I might be over crediting them. They finished 8th. Yeah, they got Conference League, right? I'm pretty sure they did get Conference League. Yeah, they did. I don't know how well they did in that, but maybe that sort of screwed them over. But anyways, back to the main point. This is a side that are a top 8, top 10 team usually, but there's a reason why they are 16th and they are not top 8, top 10. and you're playing at home. The Bernabeu is whistling the moment the players come out and warm up. And I know you want the atmosphere to be good, you want the fans to be cheering you on, but how can fans cheer you on when you've produced games like Benfica away, you've produced games like drawing to Rayo Vallecano, drawing to Elche, drawing to Girona, you know, and then losing to Albacete. Like, you've given us so many terrible experiences across the past 3 months, and then you want fans to clap and to cheer and to act like everything's going well and to sugarcoat everything. Like, no, it's not gonna happen. So, the whistling, the booing, whatever it is, I won't do it. I've said this before, but I support and I can understand very well. If you want to do it and you want to boo and you want to whistle, I can understand why. If you choose not to do it, I can understand why either. So I'm really not say on the fence, but I can really sort of understand both sides. And the fans did whistle. Majority of the fans, you can hear it since the warm up, and during the first half as well. At least the start of the game. But you have the perfect opportunity to change that narrative, change that script, and I thought the first 15-20 minutes it was okay. It was pretty alright. It wasn't something to write home about, but it was okay. And Vinny Jr. got a very good goal, which lifted the mood up a little bit. Considering the first 10 minutes or so, you get that boo and you get the whistling, and yeah, you get a good goal. Vinny Jr. cuts in, little fake shot in there as well, and he scored. I am gonna say this. I have been on this Vinny Jr. not hate, but I have been on this sort of criticism of Vinny Jr. in terms of saying he is not good enough currently, and he hasn't been good enough for the past 6 months, for the past 12 months, for the past 18 months consistently. He has produced good moments every now and then. He has done well every now and then. I can think of games this season as well that he has been pretty decent, but I cannot sit here and say he's back because he was the best player today against Rayo Vallecano. But I cannot sit here and say Vinny Jr. is remotely close to being back because what's he gonna do next weekend? We've got Valencia. And anyways, he's suspended, isn't he? He got a second yellow, didn't he? He got a second yellow after the game. So I think he's going to be out for that Valencia game anyways. But that's probably for the better because we all know Valencia fans against Vinny Jr. what's gone down there. But if he's going to be back for Real Sociedad next weekend, how's he going to react in that game? Away at Benfica, how's he going to react and play? Away at Osasuna, how's he going to react? At home to Benfica and Getafe, how's he going to react? You look at the games coming up. I've said this many times. Real Madrid on paper should be winning those. I don't know if Real Madrid are going to win all of those. But if we do, how much contribution is he going to provide in those games? Real Madrid can win and Mbappe can score a hat-trick. But if Vinny Jr. plays no part in it, we cannot say that Vinny Jr. is back, can we? So, Vinny Jr. was the best player against Rayo Vallecano. I'm going to say it. It's got a good goal. But we've been here before. We've seen glimpses of, old Vinny Jr. But we haven't seen consistency. Which makes the 23-24 season special. Because throughout the entire season, from start until the Champions League final, you saw that hunger. You saw that beast. You saw that brilliance. That pace, that flair. You saw it in him. It's gone for the past 2 seasons now. And when he first broke through, the 21-22 season, that little link up with Benzema, it's gone now. We want it back, definitely. Vinny Jr. at his best helps this team massively. When you got both Vinny and Mbappe playing really, really well, they help this team. But it's gone. I just see no way back until we see it from him. So I'm not gonna act crazy. I'm not gonna be reactionary. I'm not gonna pretend like Vinny Jr. is back until we see 5, 10, 15 games and slowly building up the momentum, that consistency, and going in a good run of form. Then we'll talk. But I'll give him his flowers and the credit where it's due. He was brilliant against Rayo Vallecano, and he was the best player in my opinion. He's got a good goal. I thought Brahim Diaz did a really good job as well, and Vinicius just finished it off really well. The first half after the goal was dry, and it reminded me a little bit, um, like I think it was the Real Betis game, wasn't it? Um, a couple of weeks ago, when Real Madrid went 1-0 up early on in the first 15-20 minutes of the game. Then the next 25 minute spell, it's dry. Like, it's really bad. Like, you don't want to watch it, man. Like, when you start watching that Real Madrid passing it around and not doing anything, and you'll just immediately probably just go onto your phone and scroll on Instagram or TikTok because it's boring. Okay, it's boring, and you can criticize our opponents, how they set up, but no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna look at this place and think, yeah, but you have to produce something. You have to do something. Someone has to do something, right? It's really terrible. And going to halftime, the players getting whistled again because of how terrible the past 30-35 minutes has been. Then you come out the second half. You're supposed to be lifted now because you just had a break, the team talk, and you're coming out, you're more high spiritually after the dry first half, and then you go and concede literally straight away, basically a couple of minutes in. Terrible. I mean, it's a good goal from a Rayo Vallecano's perspective, don't get me wrong, but it's a terrible goal to concede for Real Madrid. It's a simple, you know, finish from De Frutos, who is an ex-Real Madrid player. Yeah, the way he just got into that space, attacked it, and got that finish. Yeah, it's not a tap in. It's a good finish. It's a well worked goal, but it's terrible defending. It really is. And then again, really dry. Not much to talk about until Sis goes and get a red card for Rayo Vallecano. It's high. Like, it's literally on the ankle of Dani Ceballos' leg. Anyone justifying it's not a red card, you're lying. And I know I sound like a hypocrite, like a biased fan, but I'm not. Like, he literally, right? Pate Cis literally went on social media, I believe, after the game and said, "It's my fault. It is a red card. I apologize." And that tackle in itself is a red card tackle. It's high, right? It's on the ankle, right? You're not playing the ball. You're not trying to get the ball if you're going high up. It's above the ball. And then the controversy, obviously, after is the penalty. Why is there controversy? Like, go and look at the replay. I don't know which player made that tackle. I'm gonna laugh because there is controversy. I don't know who made that challenge. It might have been Espino actually because he got the yellow card here. Brother, look at what he's doing. He's aggressively kicking the ball away. He's trying to kick the ball away. And his leg is swinging high up into the chest. And you're telling me it's not a red... okay, it's not a red card. I don't think it's a red card. But you're telling me it's not a penalty. Come on. Let's not joke. Let's not kid around. That is a penalty all day, every day. That is potentially a shout of a red card. But I don't think it is. I think it's really, really close. And you know what? Not for the red card. But it's not close when it's... whether it's a penalty or not. It's not close. And it's 1,000,000% a penalty. And Mbappe scores. And people will hate that. Real Madrid paying referees, blah, blah, blah. Just look at how high Patesis was on the red card, and look at how high the challenge from Espino was for the penalty. And if that happens to your team, you would say it's a red card and a penalty too. I'm just saying. And then the final red card for Rayo Vallecano, because they got two. I didn't realize, but Chavaria, what are you doing? Like, you've just won the throw in, I believe. You are into basically the last few seconds because of the penalty review and whatever, so the referee adds a little bit more time on. Why are you trying to just push Rodrigo into the board, the advertisement board, and you're starting up a fuss, and you're starting a fight, and Mbappe comes over, you're not happy, and you start pushing around, and you're getting a second yellow card for no absolute reason. Like, you're on a yellow card. Just take the bloody throw in, bro. Why are you pushing Rodrigo into the advertisement board and getting yourself booked again? I just don't understand. And Vinny Jr., like, at the end as well, I don't understand what he's doing. I'm pretty sure he's been booked again after the game. So he's going to miss the next game, isn't he? So, yeah. But, like I said, look. Real Madrid, this is not the standard it should be at. This should not be the standard we are celebrating success of. We are getting by. We are still 1 point behind Barcelona. Is it pretty? No. Are we going to win a Liga? Probably not. We're hanging on. We're keeping unrealistic faith, unrealistic hopes. You're hanging on. Right? It's a saying. It's a saying to a child. Like, a child is asking you, "Can I have this gift for Christmas?" And you know that Christmas is in 2 days' time, and you're not gonna make the money to get it. But you're just saying, "Yeah, if I win the lottery, I can get a gift." And it's like, what are the odds? Are you going to win it, or can you potentially just, I don't know, like, go and find a job or rob a bank or something? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you gonna rely on lottery and luck and pray that it's gonna happen, or are you going to try to do something about it? Now, I'm not saying go and rob a bank. By the way, I'm not saying that. Don't do it illegally, right? But if you can find a job for 2 days that pay you daily, and then go and get the gift, or would you rather sit back and say, "Let me win the lottery"? That is what Real Madrid are doing. Did we do anything in January? No. Now there is still a couple of days, not couple of days, couple of hours left of the window. But we're not doing anything. We're not going to do anything because it's already been publicized that Real Madrid are happy with the squad currently, which is nonsense. Real Madrid fans can see it, that it's absolute bullshit. Oh, our squad is good. Shut up. It's not. But whatever. Lie. Lie to us. The squad isn't good. The squad isn't balanced. And we're not doing anything about it. And we're going to play the lottery game. We've got 4 more months of the season to go. We're in February now. And you've got, what, another 16 La Liga games? Or 17? I don't even know what match day we are on now. Let me go and have a look. Where is it? La Liga. Oh, for God's sake, can you just load? La Liga table. Yeah, 22 games in now. Villarreal, I had to play their game. Obviously, they have a game in hand. But 22 games in, 16 more games to go. And you're going to play a lottery for these 16 games. Now, you're going to play a lottery for the Champions League games as well. So let's see how far that takes us. But yeah, no way am I going to sit here and be optimistic. No way. But yeah, well done to Vinny Jr., best player for the game. Let's hope the consistency stays and he starts to be better for a period of time. But that's gonna be it. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Hit the misdeed, subscribe to the channel on already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.